On June 30th, 2025, a black man was found hanging from a tree on a hiking trail in Oakland, California. And not only did this get no media coverage, law enforcement refused to even release his name or any details on the incident. Now, I know many of you, like always, are wanting to come here and tell me that I'm a liar. And to that, I say, I guess we all lying here.
So are we not going to talk about the black man that was found hanging from a tree in Oakland, California, June 30th? Now, this is not something I heard in the streets. The Citizens app reported it. A 911 call went out, which I will play right now.
Need a unit to break for this. There's a person that's hanging from a tree. Park in Lamert. Need a unit to break for this. There's a person that's hanging from a tree. Park in Lamert.
Even people in the neighborhood said they saw a black man hanging from a tree right off the trail. The police, they showed up and they called it a suicide. And then they left. No press release, no statement, no media coverage, just silence. This did not happen in the middle of nowhere. It happened in Diamond Canyon, a public trail. Let me remind y'all, California does have a history of lynching. During the gold rush, people were hung from trees like warnings. Fake bodies and nooses were found at Lake Merritt in 2020. Y'all remember that because it was national news. But this time, it was a real body, and they called it a suicide. That's exactly how modern lynchings work. Not with mobs and postcards, but with silence, with no names. No autopsy report, no news coverage.
This is a call for community care. In Oakland, California, on June 30th, 2025, I woke up to sirens and a notification from my phone Citizen app that said, person found hanging from tree.
Political agendas disguised as pro-blackness and or concern for black life is nasty work. So let me get this straight. When something similar to this happened in Mississippi to a young black man by the name of Trey Reed, everybody automatically cried foul play because it's Mississippi and used it to push a narrative about the South like, they hanging black people in Mississippi, they hanging black people. Despite the fact that the city in which it happened is predominantly black, and even the investigators that originally handled this case are predominantly black. The outcry was so loud about it being foul play that Colin Kaepernick stepped in and paid for a private autopsy in which now the family, for whatever reason, they not releasing it. But here we have this that happened in California. And by the way, this happened before Trey Reed. And I'm just wondering, where's all the people crying out, they hanging black people in California, they hanging black people in California?